Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope this video finds you in good health. So I'm going to take class for 5th standard today, and this is your second class. Okay, I remember in the first class we had finished up till here. That is your 5th main. Remember I taught you how to write the greatest and the smallest number. Remember? So now I'm going to give you this preceding number and succeeding number. Okay, so we are going to see what is preceding number and what is succeeding number. To do that, first thing is we have got this number. Okay, children, let me tell you what topics we are going to complete today. In your first chapter itself, we are going to do preceding and succeeding number. Then I'm going to show you how you are going to complete the series. Then it's going to be ascending and descending order, and I'm going to show you how you're going to compare the numbers. Okay, how are you going to compare the numbers? Now, the first topic which I told you is preceding number and succeeding number. What is it basically? Okay, I'll give you with a very easy example. Remember when you were in first standard, you used to do what comes before, what comes after. It's basically that, but just because you've gone to 5th standard, we are giving it fancy name. Okay, see, for example, you have 8. If I ask you what comes before 8 and what comes after 8, I know all of you would answer that before 8 is 7 and after 8 is 9. What are you doing in this? In this, you are doing 8 minus 1, which is your 7. Here what you are doing, 8 plus 1, which is your 9. So basically your preceding number is the number, whichever number is given to you, minus 1 is your preceding number, and the number, when you add 1 with that, the next number becomes your succeeding number. Okay, so we are going to see 2 examples. Okay, and then you can do the remaining yourself. I want you all to attempt it yourself. Okay, so now first number that I have got here is 57,839. What is it, children? 57,839. Okay, so I'm going to write this number here for you, 57,839. Let's subtract 1 from that to find our preceding number. So 9 minus 1 is how much, children? 9 minus 1 is 8. The 3 will come just like that because there are no other numbers under this. So it's just going to come down like this. So what is the number now you have got? It is 57,838. So what is your preceding number? 57,838. Okay, this is the preceding number. What did I tell you about succeeding number? I said the number plus 1. So we're going to do that here. 57,839 plus 1. Okay, how much is 9 plus 1, children? 10. So we put a 0 here, carry 1, so this becomes 4040. Then this thing comes just down like this here and 5. Right? So what is your succeeding number? 57,840. Okay, is that clear for you, children? Are you able to understand how we have done this? I'll do one more example for you so that it is very clear to you. Okay, what is our next number? The next number here is 45,650. 45,650. So let me write 45,650. Okay, now what are we going to do for preceding number? We are going to subtract 1. So minus 1. 0 minus 1, children. What are you going to do now? You're going to borrow. So it becomes 10 here and this becomes 4 here. So 10 minus 1 is nothing but 9. Now this 5 has become 4 and there is nothing under that to subtract. So you bring the 4 down. The 6 comes down. Okay, 5 and 4. So what is it, children? 45,649. Right? So 49 comes before 50. Right? So it is 45,649. Okay, this is your preceding number. Now succeeding number, what you're going to do? You're going to add. With this number, you're going to add 1. So it is 45,650 plus 1. Okay, So 0 plus 1 is 1. Children, you should make sure that you put the number correctly, because it's 1, it will come in units place only. You cannot add 1 here, here, here or anywhere else. You know the place value, right? So number 1 is a single digit number. That means it is in your ones position. So you have to put it under the ones position only. Don't make any mistake in doing that. So now 1 is come here, 0 plus 1 is 1. Now 5, there is nothing there to add or to subtract. So 5 comes down. Then 6 comes down the same way. This 5 and this 4. Now what you have here? 45,651. So after 50 what comes? 51, right? So it is 45,651. Clear, children? Now you can understand any number that comes before the number is your preceding number. The number that comes after this number is your succeeding number. Okay, these two are example. One of them I have taken from the textbook, and the second one I have done it myself. I have given you just an example. So you have almost 4 more remaining in your textbook to do it yourself. Okay, so I want you all to give an attempt to do that. Now we are moving on to the next one, which is complete the series. How are you going to complete this series? Okay, first to complete the series, you have to find a relationship between the numbers written here. Can you see here, children? It is 23,344, right? The next number is 23,444. The next one is 23,544. I know all of you would guess what is going to come next, but I want to teach you the real methodology behind that, so that you are not confused if you have something which you can't predict. So in this case, what you're going to do, take the second number, which is a bigger number, and the first number. In these two, this is a bigger number. What you're going to do, you write the bigger number at the top, 23,444. Now this number is a smaller number, so you're going to put it down. So 23,344. All you got to do now is subtract both. From the bigger number, you're subtracting the smaller number. So what happens? 4 minus 4 is 0. 4 minus 4 again is a 0. 4 minus 3 is 1. 3 minus 3 0. 2 minus 2 0. So what we see here? 100. The difference between this number and this number is 100. Basically, if you add 100 with your first number, you get your second number, right? We'll give it a try again. We want to check it again. So we're going to take the third number. This is your third number. This is your second number in the series. So I take the third number. I write it at the top. Okay. That is 23,544. And what is your second number? 23,444. In this case, it will come down because the third number is bigger than the second number. Okay. So we are going to write 23,444. Now when we subtract here, 4 minus 4 0, 4 minus 4 0, and 5 minus 4 is 1, 3 minus 3 0, 2 minus 2 0. So what we have here again, 100. So you see that between these two numbers, the difference is 100. Between these two numbers, the difference is 100. That means the first number plus 100 gives you the second number, and the second number plus 100 gives you the third number. So now, since you know how it is related to each other, you can predict the next number. What do you have to do? Plus 100. So here 23,544 plus 100. Okay. So 23,544 plus 100. What are you going to get here? 4. 4 plus 0, 4. 5 plus 1, 6. Then 3 and 2. What is it here? 23,644. To solve any series, first you need to know what is the relationship between two numbers. Okay, in this case, if you see, you can easily tell me the third number, the last number is going to be 23,744. If you add 100 to 644, what you'll get? You'll get 744. So this is how you're going to complete your series. Okay, have a look at it, children. Students, let's move on to the second example, but that is your question number 3 in your textbook. So I have written 3 over here, but this is the second example I am solving for you. Okay, now see, this is your first number in the series and this is your second number. and this is your third number. You're supposed to find the fourth and the fifth number. Okay, so to do that, we have to find the relationship between the three existing number. What are you going to do now? First, you see this number and this number. Tell me which one is a bigger number. In this case, which one is a bigger number? The number 1 is bigger than number 2. So what you're going to do, write the bigger number at the top, subtracted by the second number at the bottom. Now let's do subtraction. 8 minus 8, 0. 8 minus 8, 0. 8 minus 8, 0. 8 minus 8, 0. 0. 8 minus 7, 1. Now you understand what is happening? This number minus 10,000 is 78,888. So here it's not addition, but it is minus 10,000. Okay, let us check it once more with the next two numbers. Here between 2 and 3, which is your bigger number? 2 is your bigger number. So you write the second number at the top and the third number below that, and you're going to subtract it. Okay, 8 minus 8, 0. 8 minus 8, 0. 8 minus 8, 0. 8 minus 8, 0. And 7 minus 6 is 1. Again 10,000. So we know that as you go towards the right, you find that there is 10,000 deducted from each number. So now here subtraction of 10,000 gives you this number. Now what you're going to do? Next you have to move on to the next number, right? So you're going to take this number and you're going to minus 10,000 with it. In the previous example we did addition, but in this example we have to do subtraction. Okay, so what we are going to do now? 68,888 minus 10,000. Okay, 8 minus 0 is 8. 8 minus 0 is 8. 8 minus 0 is 8. 8 minus 0 is 8, and 6 minus 1 is 5. So your fourth number is 58,888. And similarly, if you solve, your next number, which is your fifth number, is 4,888. Okay, you understood, children? First you have to find the relation between the two numbers. Once you find the relation, then you're good to go. Then you know whether you have to add or subtract that number to get the next number. Okay, so now I'll move on to ascending and descending order. Students, now we are moving on to ascending and descending order. Let me take an example from your textbook. Okay, I'm going to take the first sum here and do the ascending order for that. Okay, so it is okay, the first sum here is 30,435, and the second number here is 70,533. The third number is 20,411, and the last number is 40,623. Okay. Okay, children, there are some rules to find out the ascending and descending order. What are the rules? First and the foremost thing is you have to count the number of digits. First, count the number of digits. Anything that has less number of digits is the smallest one. So we are going to do this here. First number. Okay, how many digits do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5 digits. This one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 digits. This one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. So all of them have equal digits. That means there is we cannot predict right now which one is the least or which one is the smallest. An ascending order is like this, children, from small to big, right? It's like a ladder. See that? Like that. Okay, so now here we found out that all the numbers are of 5 digits, so we cannot predict. Now the next rule is you have to see the first number from your from towards your left, the first number. Here the first number is, what is the first number, children? The first number here is 3. The first number in your second number is 7. The first digit in your third number is 2. And the first digit in your fourth number is 4. Now here you see that the first digit here is 3. So out of all these first digits, tell me which one is the least. Is 3 the smallest, 7 the smallest, 2 the smallest, or 4 the smallest? Which one is the smallest? So the smallest here is 2. All of you know that smallest here is 2. Now we can easily predict that this is the smallest number here. You understand, children? Sometimes you may have an example where the first digit will be same. Then what is the rule? Then you go to the next digit and you compare that. So in this it is very easy for you, immediately we got the second one. So this one is your least number, so you write that first. Okay? Now which is the second one? 2 is over, remaining is 3, 7 and 4. Which one is big or which one is the smallest? 3 is the smallest. So you write the next number, 30,435. Okay? Now this is also over. Now it's between 7 and 4. Which one is big? Obviously 7 is big. So we're going to write the next number as 40,623. And finally we have 70,533. Okay? Now I'm going to do some tedious sum, which is going to be a little difficult. Okay? The second one itself is quite difficult. Let's try that. Okay, now look at this, children. All you can see is 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, right? So let's see now. I said the first rule is to check how many digits it is. So let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is 5 digits. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 digits. Okay? So now we know that all the numbers are same. All are having the same number of digits. Now let's go to the first number here. The first digit of each number. The first digit of the first number is 4. The first digit of the second number is also 4. The first digit of the third number is also 4. And the fourth digit of the second number is again 4. What happens here? Everything is same. So what we are going to do now? Let's go to the second digit. Now in the second digit you see, the second digit here is 4. In the second one also it is 4. But you see in the third one it is 0. And in the fourth one also it is 0. Now what we see here, that these two numbers are smaller than these two. Because 4 is bigger than 0. So 0 is small. So these two are smaller number. So now let's compare between those two. We'll leave this aside. We'll come to this later. We'll compare between the third and the fourth number. Now, since we know that the second digit in both the cases are same, what we have to go? We have to go to the third digit. Now here the third digit is 4 and here it is 0. So what you're going to do? This one is our smallest or least number. So we're going to write 40,044. Okay? Now we know already that these two numbers already have 4 in the second place. So definitely they are bigger than this number. So this number comes in the second place. 40,444. Good, children? Now let's come back to this. In this, when we start comparing the third number, we get to know that your third number here is 4 and here it is 0. So which one is smaller? The one which has 0. So this number will come in the third position. So what you're going to write here? 44,044. That is your third number. And this is your biggest number, which is 44,444. Is that clear, children? Sometimes you'll have to narrow down up to the third and fourth and the fifth digit as well. But you have to see if it gets solved before that, then you can write it. Okay? So I think this is good enough for you to understand the ascending order. Now The reverse of this is descending order. That means you start from the biggest number and go to the smallest number. So I'll do 1 or 2 examples for that in that as well. Okay. So students, now like I was explaining you, this is a greedy crocodile. Okay, and the greedy crocodile opens its mouth towards the biggest number. It will try to eat the more amount, right? When it is greedy, always it is going to choose a bigger amount. So now this is your symbol. Okay, greater than, smaller than. The greater than, whichever number is greater, the open mouth is going to be towards the greater number and the closed mouth is going to be towards the smaller number. Okay, so let's try this one. Now it is 52,085 and this is 52,085. Which one is big and which one is small, children? Which one is big and small? Both are same. So what symbol you're going to put? You're going to put equal to symbol. Okay, now come to the next one. It is 46,431 and this is 43,613. So 46,000 is bigger than 43,000, right? 46,431 is bigger than 43,613. So the crocodile's mouth is going to be open which side? It's going to be open this side because this is a bigger number. So what? How are you going to write that symbol? Yes, this is how you're going to write it. Now let's see the last example. It is 15,662. It is 24,672. So crocodile will eat the bigger number. Which is the bigger number? This is the bigger number. So this is how your symbol is going to look. How you're going to write it? Like this. So this is equal symbol. This is this greater than is this side. Smaller is this side. Okay, so these are the symbol and how you're going to write it. Because when I gave you homework, many of you made some mistakes in putting the symbol correctly. Now every time you have to compare numbers, you have to imagine a crocodile. Not just any crocodile, but a greedy crocodile, which is going to always eat the bigger number and the mouth will be open towards the bigger number. Okay students, so today I'm going to leave you with this. So next week when we meet, I'm going to start with the new exercise. Okay, so stay safe, stay at home and all the best.